The crowd on the bus is starting to get excited as they see destination in sight. Looks like we're cruising up Dean Street, coming to Water Street.
So before these people got there, we decorated the studio, with balloons and made it look like heaven, and gave them all some sherry, and they didn't know quite what they were in for, but they were ready, because it was like a holiday for them. It was a day out of, day on the town, And this is the people arriving finally at the studio. And they know they're there to do a session. This guy's great, old Tom. He has a wooden leg, by the way. And during one of the takes that you'll see in a couple of minutes, Klaus Voorman was in the control room plugged directly into the console. And there's a lot of people downstairs playing, and he said, it sounds like there's someone with a squeaky wooden leg. And no one could believe it, but then when we went downstairs and we just asked, politely if anyone had a squeaky wooden leg, and old Tom there said, yes, I do. It's funny, old people, you give them like a little glass of sherry and they get loaded immediately. So as soon as they get in the studio and had a drink, they were ready to go. And just now they're walking down that alley I was telling you about. Meanwhile, I was nervous about whether or not they had read the lyrics of the song we were about to hear. And Richard and I started to feel a little guilty about it. We didn't know how they'd take it. So to cheer me up, he brought me next door and got me a suit. He said, Harry, don't you think it'll be apropos if we just with a little dignity for these people?
I'm the drain. We're going to I hear music. You think you're the Scot?
So while they were going inside, we went next door to a store and bought the suit, and to show a little respect, It was a very nervous day for me.
Oh, Welsh, mate.
Originally, we were going to do this song with little kids. We just said, we could have little kids doing the background. I said, well, why don't we use old people, since it's about dying and getting old. And so if it wasn't offensive to them, I made sure that there were copies of the lyrics sent to them before they consented to do it. As it turns out, the guy forgot to give it to them, so they didn't know what they were going to do when they got here, I had to explain it to them, which was very embarrassing. But they all liked it. In fact, one of them said, oh, Ed, now you ought to know about that one, eh? This is their first look at the studio. And we hired a little quintet called the Henry Crine Quintet. There's a couple of organs and a bass and a guitar. You'll see them in a minute. And we dressed them up. That's Henry Crine, the little hunchback man there. And this is his band.
One of London's hottest wedding and bar mitzvah bands.
And this is after one glass of sherry. So they get right into it, really great. So they're not afraid. That's the nice part. We were afraid of what, They're not afraid.
And there's our first lieutenant, David Katz, keeper of the schnapps.
What's interesting, is to see what happens. Like these people, when they were young, they weren't into movies, They're still used to still photographs.
And anybody want whiskey, you're welcome. Why did you say right I've got whiskey? Right, yeah.
The cameraman lined them up for like a little group shot, and they just stood perfectly still as though they were posing for a photograph rather than a movie. And these are the three. Watch how they pose. Hold it. Still holding.
Lovely, and you're lovely. Very nice. He's a devil when he's 14. He's a devil when he's 14. Look at him. He's a smasher. Whoa, look at him. I've been cooked for tea, mate. Have you got a pin? Have you got a pin? Have you got a pin? I've got winkers at home.
The second from left had a thing for Harry.
Oh, no, don't. He's a nice boy. You pick it there, don't you? Out of the way, clear.
Don't move.
What's he waiting for, Christmas?
And here he is, the star of the show, in his brand new suit.
Scared to death.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see another session that even comes close to resembling this as long as we work in the studio. And neither one of us wanted to hurt their feelings or intimidate them in any way by having them sing "I'd rather be dead than wet my bed." Nevertheless, here we were, and we weren't really sure how they would react to it.
Maybe, is the air conditioning on?
What? At this point, I would say that the old folks were gone, stone drunk and ready to do anything. And now for the first time, they hear the song.
Oh, I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead than wet my bed. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead. I said dead than wet my bed. I'd rather be gone than carry on. I'd rather go away than feel this way. Oh, I'd rather be there.
She gets it.
Where you haven't got a care. Oh, you're better off there. Although it doesn't seem fair. Wanna get it out? I'd rather be dead. Oh, I'd rather be dead. Oh, I'd rather be dead than wet my bed. Oh, I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead. Oh, I'd rather be dead than wet my bed. I'd keep my I'll try my time till the day I die. But if I have to be fed, then I'd rather be dead. And when he takes my hand on the very last day, I will understand, because it's better that way. Oh, I'd rather be alive. But when the dream comes true, you're better off dead. It could happen to you and you. Oh, I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead than wet my bed. Once again, I'd rather be dead. Oh, I'd rather be dead. Oh, I'd rather be dead than wet my bed.
How about them, folks? They loved every minute of it.